All right, guys, welcome back to Bulls versus Bears. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 Chinese stocks to buy in 2023. So we're specifically targeting Chinese stocks. We're not talking about the whole Asian market. So we're not talking about Coupang. We're not talking about TSM, which is Taiwan Semis. We're talking about the specific Chinese stocks. If the Chinese market gets back together within 2023, if they finally get rid of COVID, the economy gets back up and at it, these could be the top 10 stocks that could move exponentially in 2023. So let's start with number
10号
At number 10, we have TTNDY, which is Tektronic Industry. Tektronic Industry is a mini Chinese Home Depot, selling most of the same home appliances and hardware tools as them. They even have some of the same brands like Milwaukee and Ryobi. Tektronic Industries market cap is $22 billion. Their revenue is $13 billion and income of $1 billion, which is all under Home Depot. But as we said, it's a miniature Home Depot in the Chinese market. What makes Tektronic Industry interesting is that it has a PE ratio of 17.94 compared to Home Depot's 19.05. Basically, for those who don't know, the PE ratio is the price to earnings ratio of a stock. It basically is the company's share the price company's earnings per share, so they compare them. The ratio is used for evaluating companies to find out whether they're overvalued or undervalued. So basically, the closer it is to zero, the better the PE ratio, the better the stock.
9号
At number 9, we have Orient Overseas. Not the global commodities company, but the shipping company which ships goods at over 200 ports. Since they have ports all over the world, inflation is the main thing that's affecting this stock, with also the Ukraine war having an effect on the stock. If the economy around the world starts to increase again, this stock can definitely go back to its $180 high within the next year.
8号
At number 8, we have the Bank of China. Now, this may be a cop-out because the Bank of China is one of the 4 largest state-owned banks in China, being the 4th largest. The top 3 largest are Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, the second is China Construction Bank, and third is the Agricultural Bank of China. Now, the cop-out is you can choose any of these banks, but the reason I chose the 4th largest bank is compared to the other ones, its chart seems set up well for the next year, especially since this bank made its 3-year high while in the pandemic.
7号
At number 7, we have Luckin Coffee, probably the most controversial stock on this list. Luckin Coffee filed for Chapter 15 bankruptcy back in 2021 for inflating their numbers, and the stock was frozen. Now with new management, the company is trading back on the market, and if this company can get past a scandal back in 2021, has potential to become a duopoly with Starbucks in the Chinese market.
6号
At number 6, we have Anta Sports. Anta Sports is the second largest sporting good manufacturer in China after Nike. Anta sponsors athletes such as Klay Thompson, Alex Caruso, Manny Pacquiao, and formerly sponsored Kevin Garnett. Just like all the other sporting good companies, recession and oversupply of items have been affecting Anta. With less people shopping and China lockdowns, online shopping has been the only option for Anta for making a profit. Okay, guys, before we reveal the top 5, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment any of these stocks you would like to see me do a deep dive in. Remember, all these stocks can be bought on Fidelity, the Fidelity platform, not a sponsor. That's where most of this research was done. That's the app that I use to make sure all these stocks can be bought somewhere, because I know some apps and some platforms don't have all these stocks. So if you wanted to get any of these stocks and don't find it on your platform, Fidelity is the platform that I use that I know all these stocks exist on. Remember, I'm not a professional. I'm just here to try and inform people of stocks that's unknown, stocks that the big market doesn't talk about, and stocks that's just low-key diamonds in the rough. Back to the video.
5号
At number 5, we have Pinduoduo, one of China's biggest e-commerce companies. This company started out connecting local farmers with consumers and then just blew up selling everything. Think of it the same way how Amazon started off with selling books, and look where they are now.
4号
At number 4, we have Vips Shop Holdings, which is our second e-commerce company back to back. The reason why Vips is higher than Pinduoduo is not because it's a bigger company than Pinduoduo, but I feel like it will have a better year than PDD as a stock. VIPS is basically a smaller PDD, so everything I said about Pinduoduo applies here.
3号
At number 3, we have Baidu. Baidu is a Chinese search engine platform, or as I like to call it, the Chinese Google. With Google leaving China back in 2010 due to heavy censorship by the Chinese government, Baidu has become the number 1 search engine for China. And if they combine with another stock we have on this list, Baidu can become a major power player throughout the world.
2号
At number 2, we have Alibaba. If you've never heard of Alibaba, first, get from under your rock and understand this is the top e-commerce company, period. It has a market cap higher than Amazon, and their revenue is $860 billion. The only reason this stock isn't number 1 is because it became the poster child for the Chinese tech regulations. If China lines up on their tech regulations, expect Alibaba to shoot back into the stars.
1号
At number 1, we have Bilibili, which is the Asian YouTube stock. I have it at number 1 because of the drastic fall that happened to it. Obviously, you don't buy stocks because of their past, but Bilibili is a stock that has the potential to go up 100% plus. It also has the potential of being bought by a number 3 stock, as we talked about earlier, Baidu, and really being able to compete with Google if those two combine. Bilibili is my number 1 Chinese stock for 2023 because it has the most hidden potential out of all the stocks on this list. Alright everybody, that was my top 10 Chinese stocks of 2023. If you want to see me do another top 10 list, let me know in the comments below. If you want me to go into details about any of these stocks, because I really didn't go into that much detail about them as I do with my one-on-one stock videos. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.